Everyone, this is GoodGuyPalps, and we are the French culture here in Humankind's OpenDev beta, and we are at war with the Khmer and their liege, who I think this is the, let's see, the Mongols. I thought it was the Goths for some reason. The Mongols. That's going to be a fun war. No, their grievances stopped my trade agreement for iron, so that must be some of the reasons their war desire is so high. We need to make sure our war desire increases, and to do that, we're going to need to win some battles. That said, we could take this. Well, we decided to put sentry here. We're going to wait till we get these upgrades. Now, I want to try some of the trading real fast. For example, we have peace with them. They are our liege. Oh, okay, so you have to have a known path. That's why. I've been interested why we aren't able to buy some of these resources, and it appears like we have to have an actual path to trade, which makes sense. And I wonder if you can't have sea paths until later in the game. Like sea trading routes. Maybe that's comes somewhere in the tech tree. That's this. No. Cog, designed to be spacious and stable, these reliable craft can help carry either merchandise or troops. Sea trade. Okay, maybe that's what we needed to build a great fisher market. Get naval trade routes. Maybe that's what we need. I'm not sure yet quite how it works, but either way, it would be nice to have. See, they have tons of luxuries, but we can't buy them. Oh, we can get tea. Okay. We only have saffron, obsidian, incense, and coffee. So these must have an actual route in between us. Sage, we already have sage, but we could get some tea. So the base price is 203, transportation is 315, total price 518. Trading. Firstly, you need enough money to buy resources. Makes sense. Note that relationship and treaties can restrict your ability to trade in luxury and strategic resources. Treaties might also influence their cost. Once a resource is purchased, a trade route is created and will grant you access to the resource. Beware though, as trade routes can be broken by changes in relationships or by being ransacked by other empires. Okay, so that's like significantly more complicated than Civ's trading features, but I think it's also an improvement. It's going to require much more control and attention, but in a good way. Now, we could buy that. I wonder if we can offer anything. It appears like we can't. We can't change any of these. Interesting. Okay, so let's try and buy the tea though. We have iron and copper and horses. I like that. Let's see. We could get this one instead. Oops. So actually, because of that, you want to get one that is protected. And this one's probably going to be the most protected, or this one. So if we look at their tea, that one, that one, that one. That's what we want. So we buy it for 518 gold. So we've purchased it. We now have access to it. Interesting. Interesting no one's come to us for like these trade deals. Now that costs a lot of gold, but we will have plenty next turn. 4 idle armies. Okay, these guys were at war with the Khmer. I kind of want to upgrade them, but we can do that as long as they're in our borders. So I kind of want to bring them forward a little ways. I don't know what kind of resources are here. Oh, it looks like we could definitely take this place though. And here, I think we were just bringing this guy back. We have the idle army here. We do want to move them forward. We want to get all these upgrades first, though. However, we also need to win some fights, and this would be an easy one to win. Tikal just finished the stone fortifications. I want to expand, find a way to successfully expand the, like, cities. So maybe we could do something like farmers' quarters, use the food market, and then do farmers' quarters and market quarters in this region. Maybe put like a market one here with the idea of doing food further out. I'm not sure. Maybe this would be the best place, because then we would put something like that. Kind of would love to see like a big city connected right here. I'm gonna try something like this. I do think we're gonna go take this fight real fast. So let's move them like that. They retreated. Beautiful. That's fine. Now we do have some enemy cavalry here. Let's see. I'm not sure who we have close. I'm afraid they might ransack some of this. We don't really have any troops here. Raiding is a really powerful thing I'm starting to see in this game. You could send cavalry forward and just raid their whole areas. Now we could take this fight, but we kind of want to bring these guys back to maybe defend the city.
Let's do it.
We only have one population here, so that doesn't help a ton. Tyr does have 3. Byblos has 4. Sidon has 13. That's got to be where we create kind of the most armies, but we got to defend this region, so maybe we go ahead and purchase... Well, next turn we could get actual pikemen. So I think we're going to wait to do that. And here we are going to need to get some troops out. I'll keep that as is for now. I want to upgrade these guys, but we could move them forward at least.
Don't fall behind.
And then bring them back to upgrade them. So we can't steal this territory. We can ransack, though. So now they brought these armies forward. That's an army we can beat. Especially if we are here in this pass. We're going to want to make sure we can come back and fight them. Now Sidon, with its 13 pop, we just finished some spearmen. I think we're going to want to continue to create soldiers here. I wanted to do something like that just so the idea is we'd upgrade these guys, but that way this pass is closed regardless of this army trying to get in. Now that's kind of really hurting the population. Kind of want to grow this city as well. This would give us +1 money on market quarters per adjacent farmer's quarter. Though it really wants us to build. It's too bad the fortifications don't expand out here, right, into your external areas. Not sure what's the best way. I'm still not sure what's the best way to build these cities, but maybe it is like something with these and then building districts off of it close by, which would be nice actually to move this area. So that would be -7 though. These are phenomenal tiles. Maybe we could come up this way. We only lose 3 food, then we could build maybe a district here. Okay, we last completed some infrastructures. We have 4 pop here. We're going to need some more troops. Our stability is fine. We are plentiful. Wouldn't mind having some more food. This would be +7. Another harbor isn't a bad idea either, to be honest. Surprised we can't do one here. Oh, maybe because it's cliffs? Yeah, it must be. Could put one here, though. That's kind of funny. Have enemy troops there, though. I think we just need to get more military. More than anything. Passeron only has 1 pop. And its stability is waning. That should really improve the food tiles on these river, or the food on the river tiles. And I'll build that. Population gain in multiple places. Now, I don't see any harbor here for them, but we can still bring this guy forward and see. I'll see what we can see.
Ready all, row.
We'll go ahead and end our turn. War summons researched. Beautiful. So let's start getting our upgrades. Got an Aerostar. More population again. Ransack was successful. We couldn't steal it because it would have cost a lot of money, I guess. But we can claim it now if we want. It's a pretty good spot, too. We have lots of influence, so it's no problem doing that. And for now, I'm just going to put down outposts. I don't see a point in really developing them yet too much. We'll probably have maybe side and claim the land, actually. And just have it join this city, or even this Tikal. Though Tikal probably should claim this region more than anything. Okay, but like I said, now that we also have the region, we can start doing upgrades, which will cost only 85 gold. So we're going to start doing that. That is relatively cheap. And I think should give us a big edge in this war. So we're under siege here. Your city is under siege. This could be bad. Thank you. Thank you. During the siege, no defender's army can move in or out of the city. Additionally, trade routes are broken. Positive statuses are removed, and exploited tiles no longer produce any FIMs. Finally, stability malice is applied. As the defender, you can choose between surrendering the city during the siege or launching a sortie. Okay, so you can attack back, essentially. I would like to select this army, reinforcements. Oh, I can't upgrade them. That's brutal. Now we can build some soldiers here. Now we outnumber them, and so we probably want to go on the attack. We also have an upgrade here. We'll bring these guys in as reinforcements. It's too bad we can't upgrade those guys, but we can make sure we win. Let's take a look at their army actually real fast. Do they really just have citizens? Is that who's attacking us? No, this is who they have in the battle. Okay, so veteran, swordsman, and spearmen. So we're going to want some, definitely some archers, and probably some pikemen. Now, let's take a look at the tech tree here. Heavy infantry, I think, is what we need next, so we can get great swordsmen, which will then upgrade all of our current swordsmen. Let's go ahead and purchase this crossbowman. Can't purchase the pikemen, though. Now here, I have no idea where these guys are going. Maybe, do they want tier? Wasn't that like their grievance? Here's the capital. We're growing really quickly, which is awesome. And we might as well start making an army here. Or trying to grow the capital's city complex, maybe. I think we want to grow it up this way. Maybe if we got one here, that would improve all of this. Not sure, but I guess first of all we still need some army. So let's get some crossbowmen here. Actually, let's get some spearmen. Now, these armies we could combine. But first, let's actually come up here and fight this battle. This would give us the high ground. However, we're on river. This would prevent us from being on the high ground, but we have fortifications. I don't know what's better. Either way, they're going to be able to probably get a hit and flank us. Though we do have 2 crossbowmen, so let's probably take the high ground. I don't think we can actually land that attack crossing onto the river. I think we actually need to come up this way. They retreated, which is kind of expected. Let's go to Sidon. Let's see, we want to upgrade these guys. So that we can attack here in Memphis. I think we're going to bring this army up this way. And let's see, they have 2 crossbowmen. Let's give them 1 more pikeman. Let's bring this crossbowman up towards Tikal. Let's join this army, who is now out of movement. Let's send these guys forward. We could attack from higher, which I think is actually probably worth it.
That isn't possible. Advance!
And it wouldn't help to actually add a crossbowman here. They'll finish next turn. Scout forward with our ship. Veteran ship, too. And then this crossbow still has 1 movement, so we'll send them a little closer that way. Now we don't want this to fall, so we might want the this guy, which we might need to spend some gold on next turn. And here, probably the same thing. Once we get our stone walls, we're going to want some troops here. And Tikal is not working on anything. Stability is okay. In fact, it's really good. And we're plentiful, which is nice. Wouldn't mind being in abundance, though. Now that we have this market quarter, this would give us +8 food. This would be +6. Let's do that. And then eventually maybe we could put something like that there where we'd lose a lot of food. Actually, it'd probably be better right here in the future. But the human animal. As your civilization grows, you must recognize that your cities are not simply engines of production. They are places your people live and find community. With the commons now a bedrock of your empire cities, you must decide what is your most important obligation to your citizens. New civic unlocked fundamental values. Let's check out the details. We can do public security or public happiness. Modify health family infrastructures production cost by 50%. Modify trading family infrastructures by 50%. Oh, I like that. We don't have a civic point though, but we will have one in 7 turns. Complete their movements. Now, let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh no, let's check out our siege. Let's see. We're much more powerful. We probably want to attack sooner rather than later. My battle management. We only have 3 citizens. However, we do have lots of reinforcements. Unfortunately, reinforcements we haven't upgraded. Okay. So we can't change where these guys are. Oh, I wanted these guys to the crossbowmen to... Dang it. Forgot the troops were spawning here. I wanted to spawn them in the city. They're going to have to join as reinforcements next turn. So we want to secure this high ground for sure. And we want... Can we move where they are? Probably not. No. Yeah, we do have high stone walls, which is nice. So we're going to use those fortifications. Now I don't think they can come up this way, so we might send this guy here. They do have spearmen. I'm going to bring the horses up here so that we can kind of use them as a flank. I didn't realize these reinforcements were coming in so soon, or I wouldn't have brought them. I wouldn't have moved these guys forward, but in the meantime, I'll bring these guys there. Move these guys. And we'll shoot the swordsman. They have to attack the stone walls, which are really cool looking. Yeah, those stone walls really provide a big bonus, which is nice, since they're now attacking without siege equipment. Okay, let's... I want to pull these guys back. I want to bring our pikemen forward. Move these guys up here. Bring our swordsmen forward. Put our archers here so they're in the high ground and can attack and do significant amounts of damage. Now, we could attack and do significant damage, but for now, I think they've already moved. So I think we're going to end the round and just let them attack over the walls. They're going to continue to pick on this citizen, trying to eliminate him, I think. Which is fine. Yeah, they, against the pikemen, we did really well. They're attacking uphill. Beautiful. It's really nice that we had these inside the walls. Plan out your cities that way. Sometimes districts might not help that much, but it would help you be able to defend your city. Looks like that's out of their range. And then we'll get a flank here. We should win the battle. Beautiful. That's fun. And then we destroy the Mongol hordes. Trying to siege this wonderful city of ours. Let's go ahead. And I think we're ready to end the turn now. Side and gain population again. Beautiful. We have a lot of armies pushing in here, and it looks like they might be, yeah, they have Mongol hordes. That'll be interesting to fight.
Let's go.
Let's put these troops in a fortified place, and let's move this army forward. I'd like to take this region, though we wouldn't mind taking Thebes as well. Honestly, we might use this just to conquer the whole continent. It'd be fun. Now we want these crossbowmen to join here. And then move forward. They're out of movement. It's going to take a couple turns. Sidon now. We can have troops spawn here again. Oh yeah, it wants to attach this region, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, but also not necessarily a phenomenal idea either. Because right now it has this. And make that city really big. The stability is really high, so it might not be a bad idea, though we might want another city over here. Yeah, Tikal is going to claim this, but maybe we'd have Thebes. If we capture Thebes, we'd actually put this into Thebes. We completed the crossbowmen. Plus 9 food, although these would be plus 10. I actually think a market here isn't bad. Oh, actually a makers plus 13, because then we could put another farmer's quarter over here. I think right there. We have lots of production though. We still have quite a few of these we want to get, and obviously we need troops. This is the city to really create an army. We are going to want to get a lot of knights out though, as soon as we can, as soon as we get to that. Let's get some troops, though. Real fast. Now, are we at war with the Olmecs? Peace. Okay, good.
This
I think
is
they said
something you
no
need to
because
see.
I'm pretty sure they have no capital. Now we want to join these pikemen up, I think. Let's upgrade them for sure. We could really use some pikemen in this army. I don't know where these guys are going, but Tyr, I think we're going to go ahead and buy out the stone walls and some pikemen and a crossbowman, just to make sure they have at least something to defend themselves. I'm afraid they might be coming here. The good news is we have this army here. And let's also go ahead and upgrade these guys. Now if they come into this region, maybe we should move them to be on top of the garrison so it can't just be plundered. Why did that happen? That was weird. Because I don't know where they're trying to get to. The AI in general has been better than like the Civ 6, for example, but it's still... Okay, so we can't attack there, but we could attack right here. That'd be a much closer battle. They're going to have 4 Mongol hordes. We would have the numbers, but I'm pretty sure they're ranged units, which just makes it a little harder. We do have this army that could push up, though. Where is the garrison in this unit? Looks like it's right there. So we want to bring this army maybe to help beat the Mongols and take this region, I think. And then maybe this army, once it takes Memphis, we would move up to deal with Thebes. This is where the big fight's happening, so I think we need to bring this army forward. Yeah, we still have armies. Let's join up here. Let's bring these guys into the city. Having actual soldiers just in every city to defend also is probably a big help. Now they're going to retreat, I figured, which will help move them away. And we're going to put these guys on sentry for now to make sure our capital's defended.
Blades in the water.
Not seeing any real units here, so that's good. These guys I'm going to put on skip. I'm not sure what to do with them yet. Let's go check out the capital, who just completed a spearman. And think of how we could improve this. Forest cave. That's much better for a market. Not sure what's best to build here, to be honest. Maybe this. Yeah. Lose some production, but we gain 15 stability. Now, do we attack here, or do we defend? Let them build up? Do we... Not sure. This could be a harder fight for sure. But maybe we take it. We have the high ground if we attack here. Let's do it.
Victory.
They retreated. Okay.
Move out.
Now this city, which is basically our second capital. Well, I guess Sidon's probably our second capital. Let's see, we just completed Spearmen, which are out there. I also wouldn't mind growing this city significantly more. This would be a +7. Interesting. This would be a +6 science. That would be a +12 science if I built the research quarter. +1 science per adjacent maker's quarter. Okay, which must be what this is, I think. Scriptorium, +2 science, +4 science per adjacent religious district. Let's put that there. And then let's end our turn. Sidon's always growing, it's great. Maybe we need these cities to focus more on growth. Now we do have some population here to defend. We wouldn't mind, however, let's continue to work on these. But let's quickly get, let's see, we have 1 crossbowman and 1 spearman. Let's get one more of each. Now we have a much bigger army. Who can't move yet. These guys, I'm just going to put them on sentry to defend this city, so I can't just get ransacked easily. I'm tempted to have these guys defend as well. Maybe send the horsemen for... Ooh, whoa. 4 Mongol hordes here. These guys might need to fall back. Maybe bring these guys forward and then attack here. I would think we'd have reinforcements. That's what I think. Well, let's go look around some more real fast. I think we could cross that easily. If we came here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he would die. So keep coming up the coast. We have a large army here. So are they attacking here? They must be. Cause them to retreat. Kyle just completed the farmers district here. This would be +8. I can put one because of that. Interesting. So I could actually put a maker's quarter right here for +12, and then maybe like a research quarter or something. Where stability is hurting though, so I probably should get one of these in. Like right here. I'm not sure we have anything actually, but that's a really good tile though. We don't really want to lose. We have no population, so let's put that down. Let's go ahead and open this. Let's confirm the battle. Now it's too bad we don't have this in our arsenal, which we should. We're going to bring our pikemen to the front. And unfortunately this is on a river. Maybe we defend like that. Now they might be able to come up and around, which of course wouldn't be good, but we're going to move these guys into there. So they are going to shoot our swordsmen, who are like Mayan swordsmen despite us being French. And they're shooting these guys, unfortunately. Wait, what? Did they just shoot twice? Go ahead and take this kill. Now we could push with the pikemen here. Since they're ranged, it's probably what we need to do. Normally I would fall back to here, but I think doing the damage to hurt them is better. That shoot twice ability is brutal. Especially when it gathers food through fighting and ransacking in order to multiply. What? Can act a second time after attacking, so they can attack twice, and if they ransack and get food, they multiply. That is just...
That's not possible.
That's right, crossbowmen are gunners, so they need a direct line of sight. That's why they couldn't shoot from here, despite the range being the same. Alright, so we won that, but we lost our swordsmen, unfortunately. Now, we're probably going to have these guys fall back, so they have the high ground. These guys have no movement, but I'd like to bring them forward to support that. These guys have none. These guys do have some movement. Okay, so the Khmer brought their armies forward, making this a much harder battle. It might be a good idea to get some more army here that we could use to siege this capital. We just completed pikemen. We have a little bit of gold. Who do we have in this army again? Crossbowmen, swordsmen, pikemen. We probably would want another pikeman and a crossbowman, I would think. Now we will have both of them next turn to come in as reinforcements. And I think we're going to want to bring, despite as important as holding this pass is, we might need reinforcements to deal with the armies here. For now, I think I'll let them defend. Crossbowmen, spearmen, spearmen. We've already moved this turn, so... I wish it would... I think it's confusing, it doesn't tell us where our reinforcements is. We're going to put these guys on sentry. These guys are going to move here. and put on sentry.
Keeping the peak.
Let's take a look at this city here. And we just completed that spearman. The stability is just great. I think getting some defenses and stuff up in the city isn't a terrible idea. City's pretty bad though. Soon we're going to absorb this city into tier for sure. So maybe we want districts. Maybe we want to focus on districts. Because soon, although some of these districts don't help as much, they will help more if tier brings this city in. Our industry is pretty terrible. Let's put this here. The reason I think it works these, which I guess no, they are already getting works. That actually doesn't help that much. But I'm thinking that farmer districts here would be really valuable, so. A market quarter here, I guess, isn't terrible. Theoretically, we could actually build a harbor here and then build off of it. Oh, that's interesting. Never thought about that. Put a harbor here. It's not that great. But then we can build right off of it right here without having to like bring districts all the way around. Now I don't know if we should attack here. We're outnumbered. But if these reinforcements are here, then we're good. I think I'm gonna have them sit on sentry for now. And then this city just completed the research quarter here. Ooh, 19 production. It's almost too good to pass up. Also +2 here. Growth, though, it's only plentiful. We kind of want more food. It's too bad we can't get a harbor right here. Stability is going up to 88. Let's grab this real fast. Got the land rights. Oh, land and freedom. The empires of vast glories. Okay, let's go check out those details. We can do communal land or inherited land. Modify create outpost by 20%. This doesn't seem to have any modification, so interesting. 5 more turns till we get those that civic point. Empire 2 now feels differently about you. I kind of wish I went into more detail about what that means. Okay, so interesting fight here. Might be in trouble. I know. Now we have these two guys. Let's take this fight for sure. They retreated. That's fine, though it's annoying. They can just retreat deeper into your lands. Right onto one of our garrisons. I guess also if you have like walls all the way down, they simply can't like just go right by you, right? Alright, so we're gonna maintain the siege, I think. Yeah, we'd like to get siege equipment. Now I want to go see if there's harbors this way that we can pillage. Speaking of that, let's bring this boat forward now. Because there's a harbor here we can pillage. Now this fight, it's pretty even. I wish these guys were in range. Lots of Mongol hordes coming up. We can win this fight, though, relatively easily. Now the question is, do we come win this fight and kind of let these guys be on their own and hope they win or survive, or bring them up to immediately have this fight? I don't know. Now if we fight this, we have to fight from downhill, which is annoying. I think we take this fight and eliminate this unit that's all alone. So they retreated, and of course they get to retreat right to where they want to go. With all these armies up here, I think we need to bring these troops forward to help now. Sidon, completed crossbowmen. Just can't get enough troops, can we? Pretty soon we'll have great swordsmen, so it wouldn't be bad to get some of those. This fight, though, is pretty even. Now, we do attack first, meaning we probably get a kill early. So I think we should take it. Alright, so they retreated immediately. Which is a little frustrating how that retreat mechanic works, because he just retreated to this whole city, which now we probably should buy a crossbowman real fast. Do you have more population? No, that's all we have, so that's all we can defend with. I still don't know where the heck they're sending armies. Hate-filled. I guess if that's what it's saying. Like, oh, they're hate-filled. Anybody like us? Aggressive. And we have this trade route. Okay. Gemstone. We don't have any of those. Ooh. That's a safe one. Less safe. I think that's the safest. So now we've purchased a trade route to gemstones. I don't quite know how that's affecting us, but I'm pretty sure it's increasing our stability a lot. Now Byblos, we're in abundance, which is great. We're focusing on city growth, so it should continue to grow pretty rapidly. And now we have all of this inwalled, which is really cool. And I think if I get a district here, or here, which I think is probably the best thing to do, or even out here. Good wall. Let's put a market here, maybe, and a science district here. No, that didn't help. Maker's Quarter is not bad. What was it that I was looking at right here? Wasn't that? +4 is not great. +2 is not great. I thought it was this. Yeah, +5 science. Let's get a research center, and then our capital should have walls all the way here. If we get a market, then it's going to have some weird walls. A merchant from afar. Bang, bang, bang. A rabble of traders ferrying strange wares are knocking on Byblos' gates, demanding an audience. They tell you they hail from a far land, having traveled many leagues along one of your fabled trade routes. So we do have long trade routes with England. They claim to offer merchandise that will be profitable, but they also look rather haggard and exhausted. Do you agree to let them in? Now, we are at war, so normally I would say no. However, if we dismiss, we move towards homeland. Foreigners are carrying strange wares. They might not be welcome. No consent. We should welcome traders from afar. From far climes. The chance of profits is worth the risk of foulness. It's going to move us towards world, and we get unexpected consequences. Normally, while at war, I would say no. However, I want to see what happens. So we're going to say yes. And then, of course, we're still sieging here. And we're going to continue to siege. So now we should be able to end the turn. Biblos gain pop, Sidon gain pop. And so many armies are moving this region. We gotta get troops here. Those Mongol hordes are gonna really cause some issues. Now I don't know where those guys went. They might have moved up this way. That's a large army. So that's brutal that they're get to attack the city. I'm gonna have to leave troops in this city for sure. Can't get them because we're already under attack. We could get a Bayrim though. Speaking of that, let's bring this guy forward. We're gonna ransack that. How'd they get a battering ram so quickly? This is a big fight between us and the Mongols. Yeah, I'm starting to really wish we had troops here. I didn't realize how it worked. I mean, I just don't, we can't think of everything, right? And obviously the game's new, so. It's our turn now, though. And with where our reinforcements are coming from, that is brutal. I want to move this crossbowman, though. So I want to make sure we get our reinforcements out. Most of a kill. Okay, that's what I was afraid of, that they wouldn't be able to come out. So let's go ahead and bring our crossbowmen, I guess, here. We can't go down this hill because there's cliffs.
That can't be done.
That probably wasn't the best fight to take since we ran out onto the river and then attacked. Probably should have attacked from, or just stayed in the fortifications. These guys are locked. It's weird that it gave us that notification. These guys might move forward. We're gonna have to clear these guys out. We can't use the walls, which is frustrating. We're gonna move these crossbowmen back though. Speaking of that, how is our war desire is high now? Whoa, that's pretty cool. Now it's our turn. And that should destroy the battering ram, which should win us the battle. These guys, I don't really know where to move them. I think we're just going to keep them on defensive for now.
Fall in. Let's go.
Alright, so we can... I'm pretty sure we can win this battle. Attacking is a huge advantage if you have ranged units, because you get to shoot first. Even more so for the Mongols, probably. Since they shoot twice, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, so that's another battle won. We gotta double check their war areas. We want to claim as much as possible. Now it'll cost 1,200 to steal this territory. Cannot be done as there's no valid tile. So we need this army to move right here. And then as expansionist, start pacifically. Oh, converting a foreign outpost or attached territory and grant you control. And the conversion makes returns. Okay, so we actually have to be at peace to do that. That's hilarious. So we'd have to be at peace, I think, to transfer the territory over. Weird. Because we have the gold. Maybe we have to have full movement. Or attached territories generates grievance. Unlocks action steal territory. So... just in case, we're just going to wait one turn to see if we have to have full movement to do it. Even though I'm pretty sure it won't work. Oh, it's our turn first. That's odd. It's out of our unit's line of sight. Well, we should kill them with our spearmen anyways. And that should finish them off. Those were Egyptian units. And we're still sieging this. Now these guys are out of movement, so we can't bring them up to help support. These guys are going to be on sentry. I don't think... Can we ransack? Oh my goodness, we can ransack the world wonder. That is so mean. But awesome. So we're going to have these guys sit on sentry for a turn to see where these guys go, because I have no idea where they're trying to get to. And we just completed that. And we were trying to build this way. That'd be a +9, but even be better if we did that here, and this would be a +13, so let's do that. Here we just completed another infrastructure for the granary. Let's complete some more infrastructures. Though to be fair, there isn't some argument of getting more army here, but we only have 1 citizen, so it doesn't help much. Let's focus on city growth. And I think we might combine some of these armies next turn and bring them back for defense. Tikal, let's see, we just completed this right here, that's right. It's a +9. That's a +12. Let's put this here for now. The intention of putting something like this here to get this all walled. I feel like it should wall the surrounding initial districts it works too. Just, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Okay. Now I think we might lose this city, of course, which is brutal. The Marians, Sidon grew, and grievances between us and the Teutons. Interesting. You claim a territory that is adjacent to one of my attached territories. Let's take a look at it. So they claimed this territory, which is somehow, oh, it's adjacent to our neighbor. That's not actually our territory, so yeah, we don't care about that. It's all the way across the world from us, so let's go back to them. Nope, that wasn't them. Is that this guy? No. Who was that? The Teutons. No, that's the same guy I literally just clicked on. It's gotta be this guy. Yeah. Okay. Crises, we're going to... They have grievances. We have grievances. We're just going to let that diffuse. They want war real bad, apparently. Okay. So, now can we... Yeah, you must have to be at peace to be able to steal territory. So, we're going to ransack it. Which will take a turn, and then we will claim that territory. Now they have a lot of armies here. Let's see if I can maybe bring this guy back along this river down to help a bit. I really don't know where they're going. They have some goal in mind. This is reminding me a lot too much of Civ AI. Like, I don't understand their war strategy here because they aren't doing much.
All right.
We're going to bring, let's see. We're going to move this army into the city for defense. We're going to move our cavalry forward. Whoa, that was... It always does that. It's weird. We just have the city attack so often that I think that's not... We want an army here to defend. And as the city grows, we're going to attack up here. We just need more troops. Which Sidon should probably be making. That does give us much more power, but we have a ballista, and soon we'll have a second ballista, so we're going to wait. And we'll continue to build this for now. But we're also going to bring that, let's have our troops spawn up here when we start creating armies again there inside. In our capital, we probably could create some soldiers. We finally have this whole region walled in, kind of. Up to here, around this. And then we could wall this as well if we want. Do we have that food market? Yeah, we must. I think it should be really good to have another farmer's quarter and then a market quarter right here. Our stability is solid. The only thing we might want first is soldiers. But we're going to get more swordsmen soon. Let's quickly grab a crossbowman and then let's put a farmer's quarter there and a market quarter there. Plunder. A watery grave. Our soldiers did the Empire proud, exploring the wreck like a seasoned pro. Oh man, I forgot about this. It was like it was forever ago. Without their involvement, the professionals would have come away with the lion's share of the booty, and we got 400 gold. So it ended up being positive that we didn't hire the professionals. Now, that's right, they're plundering. These guys are done. We're gonna end our turn. Probably maybe finish this turn, then be done with this episode for now. Heavy infantry. We have army logistics, so we can increase our army size. Then we have a large Mongol horde here. And we need to put this in our territory. Okay, so let's bring this guy. Let's see, these guys have lots of range units. We're going to want, depending if we want to fight this battle. Their armies are moving back now.
Advance. No. Possible. How about the
So they retreated. Very nice. Now we might want to increase the army size here. And I think we want... Let's first claim the territory. Maybe we can't because there's ruins there. Oh no, it's saying it's not ours still. Well then what? Oh, they put another oh wow. That's rude. They claimed it already. Okay, so let's actually... Let's move these guys into our garrison. Let's bring these guys forward to here. Upgrade our swordsmen. Speaking of, I think we have swordsmen up here we need to upgrade. There should be most all of them. And we're going to put our horsemen in this army of 6 now, which we're going to continue to use to defend this city. Because it's getting berated. And these guys cannot leave the battle. We do have 2 ballistas though, which is probably good enough. It's probably a good time to assault that city. These guys have... They could use another... Either range, probably another ranged. It's debatable. 2 pikemen, swordsmen, yeah, probably another ranged. They come this way. So if they retreat, they're not just going to retreat all the way back into our lands. Hey, we can actually move to the next era soon. We're not going to for a while. We have some strength here. So now she's suspicious.
Are you interested?
She wants a non-aggression pact. I accept. I'd like to be allies with the English. We're going to put these guys on sentry where they are. This ransack was successful. Wait, I thought it was. It's going to take 3 turns to ransack. Science, nice. Now we don't want to be stuck in the ocean. And let's move towards what we want to research next. I think we want to go towards this so we can start absorbing cities, and then we're going to come back this way. That'll be, and so we can get chivalry for sure. Actually, maybe we should do that first. Colony model. Create a city with a small package of infrastructures already built. What? That is awesome. And makes way more sense than having to build like all the ancient era things done. Hamlet. Sometimes cities need to hold sway over lands beyond the city gates. So you can build hamlets. Ugh, that is cool. Man, the more I get into this game, the more fun it is. And well done. I put these guys on sentry, kind of just defending. Now here in Sidon, it completed the, yeah, that district here. +5, or this would be a, not really plus anything. Well, we probably need troops more than anything anyways. Even up here, so let's start doing that. We actually can buy some of these. We have so much gold now. I'm gonna buy some of these infrastructures. Oops. And then we'll also buy some swordsmen. And if we get a whole army here, actually, we could push forward. So that's 2 swords, and let's get some pikemen. And do an army of infantry here. They have no movement, but next turn we can move forward to defend this region and push forward. Decal, a little worried about that city. I can put these guys in the city so it's defended. However, that means these guys might have a really, really tough battle here on their own. Tyr completed some infrastructures we had them do. In abundance, very nice. Let's grab the rest of these infrastructures. And in Sidon, sorry, we just purchased that whole army. Just took up a lot of population. If we were to connect these districts here, the city would be so massive. Maybe we can do that with like a hamlet later. For now, let's do that so that we get that extra stability bonus as well. Decal. Just completed that district. That would boost our science by 6. Let's put that there. Enter a new era. You've earned 7 era stars. It seems still a little too easy to earn era stars. You can now choose a new culture for the next era. Remind me later. We're going to do that in a little bit. Because we still, I'd like to get pretty much all the way through the medieval era before we get to the early modern. And then change our era, around, our culture around then. So right now we still have, I'd like to at least get some French knights before we advance, at a minimum. Now, before we advance to the next turn, I'm tempted to go into this siege here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, it's a little annoying we can only start here. If I'd known that, I would have taken the time to bring our armies up here to attack. It kind of makes sense, but it's also really annoying. I guess it's kind of what we have to do now. Let's bring our pikemen into the city. Our swordsmen as well. Let's bring. There's no path to this destination. You can't come over there. What? Oh, because when you cross a wall, you can only go. Okay, that makes sense. When you cross a wall, it takes all your movement. So they can't come in. That's brutal. This guy's about to get hit really hard. Luckily, I think he's... Why'd they have all their armies spawn over here at the same place? Why not defend the walls? Alright, so the AI, although somewhat impressive, could have some improvements. Finish the levies or damage these swords would probably be better. I would, yeah. We should take their capital pretty easily, though. There's so much more risk with war in this game than I think. Civ, it's like, oh, okay, we're at war, I guess I'll build some troops and I can defend myself. This game, it's like, oh man, I'm starting to see on harder difficulties, if you don't have an army beforehand, you're in trouble. These guys are essentially just moving out of the way. Because of these dang palisades, that would hurt the pikemen. Pretty much have taken some of our units out of the battle because of this.
We cannot do that.
So we'll at least finish it faster. Even if we are charging uphill. Interesting shields. That must be because we won the battle. Alright, so we've won the siege.
Get moving.
Memphis is now ours. And when we come back in the next episode, we're going to start working on Memphis. They have tons of these interesting pyramids. So, probably because they were Egypt. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been a really fun episode. Really excited to get to the next one. So, and I'll see you there.